You should really trust your face to an artist.
And he's here from Greenspring Rejuvenation. It's Dr. Alexander Cadu, and he has a suite of options to make you feel renewed and refreshed. It's nice to have you here as always.
Thanks, Alex, Heather. Great
Good
to see you both. You
too. So we're talking about a non-surgical facelift, which I'm sure people, they probably haven't heard of this, and that there is a non-surgical option. So walk us through what it is.
Well, the technologies have evolved so dramatically that what used to require a surgical facelift can now be done without surgery, not always, but most of the time, giving very natural results and with very little to zero downtime. So we combine different treatments and in combination we rejuvenate the face by actually approaching the problems that cause the aging. So we can actually have a couple photos I can show you and describe what we've done.
They're very powerful to see.
They
these
really
images.
are dramatic results. We're going to see in just a second. But what exactly do you do when you meet somebody like this, and this is what they look like on the left-hand side, to get to that after picture?
Got it. Well, first we discuss with the patient what it is that's causing the aging. We agree with the outcome, have the patient agree to the outcome we visualize for them, or else give them what they want. And in this patient, for example, here we saw that this person had a loss of volume in the cheek and gained volume in the jowl and the neck. So we combined two treatments here. One was we gave her dermal fillers in the cheek area, and you can see how that's more filled, and I resculpted that volume, and then we also resculpted the volume in the chin, so you see all the shadowing and weakness in the chin has been corrected. Now she also had too much volume in the jowl and the neck, so we treated her with Kybella, which permanently destroys fat. This is several treatments of Kybella, and it reduced the jowl, reduced the neck, and tightened the skin under the neck. And arguably here, she looks 10 to 20 years younger. She looks youthful and healthy and so on. I can't obviously reveal her eyes because we're protecting her identity. Here's another person who we injected dermal fillers. We got her to understand, and she agreed that she lost volume under the eye area and in the cheek. So we replaced the volume in the cheek and under the eyes. And this is what we call a liquid facelift, because here we didn't integrate technologies. We just replaced the volume, and you can see how the lower face, which was not treated, was also lifted. And I think we may have a third before and after, if we can bring that up, and I can show you.
It's funny because we're so conditioned to think that you need to get a facelift to make sure that everything bounces back and is going into place. And just with the injections, the fact that everything is raised is really stunning, especially shown here in these photos.
Well, it's addressing the cause of the problem. Now, to some degree, the cause of the problem is loss of laxity in the skin. But to another situation that ages the skin dramatically is obviously sun damage and also loss of volume. So by correcting volume problems, you can make a face look very rejuvenated. If you look at this photo, here this lady had several technologies. On the left, of course, she looks older. She was told, of course, that she needed a surgical facelift. There would be no other option. Instead, what she elected to do is she had us put in dermal fillers to restore the volume in the cheek and the chin, and also under the eye. And then we combined that with Ultherapy, which tightens the skin and gave her a partial facelift. If you look at the neck, it's much improved there, and the jawline is much improved. And then we added lasers to this, so you can see that her skin has been restored. It's smoother, the lines are diminished, and so on. So by combining and integrating therapies done in sequence, lunchtime procedures, you can get this kind of dramatic restoration of your face.
Not only that, but the results last, right? How long can someone expect that these will last?
Well, the Ultherapy, for example, and the laser treatments will last many years. The dermal fillers, the longest lasting ones, last 2 or more years. And there's a couple of dermal fillers, there's one in particular that's permanent, but we don't advocate that for everybody.
Okay.
But it's so dramatic, thinking that you don't have to go under the knife to get this done. I mean, you must hear that from people, especially from the women's pictures that we just saw. I mean, they must have said, I can't believe what I see in the mirror.
That's right. It's very technique dependent. You know, this is not for amateurs. The therapy and the lasers, and especially the dermal fillers, require a lot of experience, and it's actually sculpting, reshaping a face. So those fillers don't jump out of the syringe into the face. They have to be placed very carefully. So it's important, if you pursue these technologies, that you get a very experienced practitioner with a good eye.
Like yourself, because we all want to look like ourselves, just younger.
That's right.
Have an honest conversation, right? That's part of what you do, is help people have a realistic picture of where they are and how they get from point A to point B. It really makes a lot of sense.
Yes, Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
Great to see you both, too.
For more information on the procedures done by Dr. Cadieux, you can check out one of their 2 Greenspring Medical Aesthetics locations. You can call them at 520-529-9665, or you can visit them online at greenspringaesthetics.com.